was going to volunteer. I have been looking for a senior cat.
Here we go.
And she was right there, playing with her toys, having such a great time. I just thought, well, this is my cat. Joan really is a very special cat. She's always there at the door, ready to greet me. Joan sleeps with me at night. Just provides a lot of companionship. I started volunteering for the Humane Society when I retired about 30 years ago. Joan is the third cat, actually, that I've adopted from the shelter.
You want to come out?
They're very affectionate. They offer unconditional love. They just make a difference in a person's life, I think.
He looks so good.
Lake came to us in October of 2025 from the Vermont Fish and Wildlife and the Game Wardens. He had been abandoned in a house and came from some pretty horrible circumstances. And so we kind of took this fearful, almost feral, unsocialized dog into our care, and then we wanted to kind of transform that into a dog that was adoptable for the general community.
I had just finished a workout and just was scrolling Facebook, and I said, Chloe, look at this. We have to go meet this dog.
I think that was a Wednesday evening, and we went and met him on Saturday, and we took him home 2 hours later.
The rest is history.
The rest is history, yep. Lake's perfect day would probably be where everybody was staying where they were, both moms home all day. Cuddles.
Cuddles, lots of cuddles.
Putting so much time and love into a dog, that's the heart of my job. That is how I sleep at night, is knowing that I'm doing the best that I can for all of them.
Looking back at that history and all the progress the Humane Society made and that we've been able to make is amazing. And I'm just so grateful, and I'm gonna love this boy for the rest of my life.
We're very grateful. And Lake says thank you.
Lake says thank you too.
Devon first got to HSCC in about 2018. He was trapped as a stray, and he was in a situation that he could no longer stay in. He didn't want handling, and so we had ended up deciding that the best thing for him was to go out to our outdoor feral colony and, live here at HSCC with some support and caretaking. We put him outside in 2018, and I did not see him again for a couple of years. And then around summer of 2020, he suddenly started coming back by the dumpsters. We were like, oh my gosh, we think it's Devon. Over the course of 6 to 10 months, he started becoming really, really social with all of our staff.
Devon has this larger-than-life personality. He's always there when you need him for a hug or a pet or a cuddle or a little paw biscuit.
Here we are. Hi, Bud. Hi, Bud.
He was an ambassador for the shelter, welcoming guests.
He loves his little girlfriend, Rockette. They're so sweet to see them interact together and how much they depend on each other. She's obviously much more shy, but he really brings out the best in everyone.
Last fall, we had another cat kind of show up in the cat colony outside of HSCC, and Devon was not appreciative. And he and the newcomer got into a little bit of a spat, and so Devon ended up with a wound and an abscess kind of on top of his head. So we brought him indoors, we sedated him, we kind of cleaned up that wound and got that all fixed up. But in the process of doing that, we did discover that Devon had an abnormal heart rhythm and a heart murmur. And so he is now on medications to help regulate his heart rate. Much of his care has gone through the Just Cares Fund that helps support them with any sort of medical need that is kind of above and beyond our normal.
Ready? Sit. Yes, ready? Go get it.
It's vitally important for animals to get stable enough for adoption and to make sure that the adopters that are taking these animals home are not looking at thousands of dollars of medical bills right out of the gate.
So many people would ask, can we adopt Devon? And at that time he wasn't available for adoption because he wasn't in the building yet and didn't have kind of the plan we have now for him.
I think finding them a home will be the end of an era in so many ways. Devon and Rockette have had such a presence at the shelter.
We all love him so much. I have fondly called him for many years my parking lot emotional support cat, and it has been a privilege really to see his turnaround from a feral cat who definitely wanted to swat at me every day to what he is now, which is a cat who is super social and loves people and just wants to be with everybody all of the time. And hopefully we can find the two of them a really amazing home.